for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack making backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the Vato speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby Maine. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Inglewood police searching for a suspect in the death of an up-and-coming rapper from Compton.
Eno sandwiches can tell me trying to make a way out of no way, repping bond to be
We'll cut no-fly zone in the East Coast, nigga.
It's always on me. It's always on me.
Yeah, man.
Always on me.
You know what I'm
Mama,
saying?
man.
So be quiet when you in the fucking East Coast, man. Stop playing, man. We out shit.
I tell a bitch, nigga, hold up. That part, nigga, hold up. You see what I'm saying? Not even gang deep. You see what I'm saying? But that part, nigga.
Slim 400 was making a name for himself in the California hip-hop scene. The rapper, whose real name is Vincent Cohran, was gunned down in the driveway of a house on 7th Avenue in Inglewood last night. Radio DJs to fellow music artists are posting about their shock and heartbreak. One fan we talked to was devastated.
He was a great human being. LA lost another prolific artist, you know. Nipsey was one, Tupac, and now Slim.
Slim narrowly escaped death back in the summer of 2019 when he was shot 9 times while visiting family in Compton.
A man and a woman have been arrested and charged in the slaying of rapper Vincent Cohran, known by the stage name Slim 400. Michael Terry charged with murder and being a felon in possession of a firearm, while Tamra Bell is charged with being an accessory after the fact. The shooting happened last December when Slim 400 was leaving his vehicle on South 7th Street in Inglewood. Authorities have not released a motive for the shooting.
Yo, we back. It's your guy, Popalot. Mob, gang. We on our way to sunny California with it. Y'all know we going to L.A. We got the GPS set to Compton. Matter of fact, y'all meet us on Spruce Street. Today, we are going to be telling the story of somebody that I got many requests to cover, dating back to almost a year, maybe a year and a half or so. But I did particularly take notice to that when I dropped the video for Draco the Ruler, I would begin to get an overabundance of people mentioning Slim 400. I know it was some in the comments of the Draco the Ruler video, but mainly on Instagram. My direct message lit up with Slim 400, and with it now being about a month, maybe 2 months since that time, I've pretty much been digging into his life and his history. And I want to take this time to say that he has one of the most interesting and compelling stories that I've ever came across. Now, when musicians, particularly rappers, die, a lot of times they become larger than they ever been in life. And that's going to be the case with the person that we're covering today, Vincent Slim 400 Cohran. Not sure how familiar any of y'all are with Slim 400's music. I'm sure my people on the West are tuned in. But it's said that Slim 400 has been doing music since he's been about 12 years old or so. But he would really begin to gain motion after releasing a song called Call It a Go, which featured YG as well as another artist by the name of Buddha Badass. But the story of Slim 400 starts long before that. He would speak in several interviews to how he was born in Germany to a military father and his mother, who had both met at Compton High School. He would explain furthermore how he would end up in a plane before he was 1 year old, destined for the United States of America, and where he would end up landing would be one of, if not the biggest gang hotspots in the nation. And that's going to be on a block called Spruce Street in Compton, California. Now, during the course of checking out Spruce Street, before I pulled up over here, I would see reports of shootings on or around Spruce Street. I would even see a news report from ABC 7 on July 4th of 2019 of a shootout that involved a SUV in which YG was the registered owner. Now, not sure if he happened to be involved with that pistol play, but this just goes to show you in or around the neighborhood that Slim 400 would happen to grow up in, and it might explain his relationship with YG a little bit more. Now, Slim would go on to explain that growing up on Spruce Street, he would get involved with TTP, or the Treetop Pirus, at the age of 13 or 14. And during the course of putting in work with them, his life will be littered with numerous near-death experiences. The first of which that I could uncover would happen slightly after high school when he was 19 years old. According to him, he would be leaving his grandmother's house in Englewood, and in an effort to try to make it to the 105 freeway, he would cut through a Crip neighborhood. Now, listening to him explain the story, it sounded like he thought he was out of harm's way as he was entering the on-ramp of the expressway. But that's when he would explain that bullets would begin to shatter his windows, and he would end up being shot in the arm as well as the back. Now, when explaining the shootout, he would go on to say that he had no idea of the people that shot him. He didn't even name the neighborhood or the affiliation of the Crip gang, whose neighborhood he had been riding through, only going on to say that they might have been familiar with him and that he was driving a burgundy vehicle. Now, seeing people shot and shot at every day, it's probably the normal experiences of a kid growing up in Compton, but it would be the next shooting that would have to be terrifying to even a kid growing up in Compton like Slim 400, as he would be on his very own block in his neighborhood, visiting his family before hitting the road to do shows, as he had gone on to make a name for himself in the music industry by his affiliation to YG. And that's when he would pretty much be ambushed, where he would be shot 9 times. And in that attempt on his life, he would pretty much explain it to where he would pull up to his family's residence in his vehicle, which is fully tinted, along with 2 other individuals. As he alone went to exit the vehicle, he would hear a barrage of gunfire, and in the efforts to try to explain the situation more, he would go on to say that it probably had been some rivals lying in wait on his block, and he was just a target of opportunity. Now, with not only growing up in Compton, but with racking up these close calls with death, you would have to think that Slim 400 would have his eye on a swivel. But it would be December the 8th, 2021. He would essentially run out of chances to fight death, where he would be gunned down in Englewood, and in security footage of what looks like a driveway to a residence. Now, in that video that was released by TMZ, you can clearly see an individual approaching a parked vehicle. And looking at the video, I'm not quite sure if he surprised Slim 400 or if he tapped on a window, but not shortly after he approached the vehicle, some kind of struggle ensued, and it would be towards the end of the video where you would see assailant firing into the vehicle that was occupied by Slim 400. He would go on to die at the scene. Now, in a crazy twist, 6 months after his death, the Englewood Police Department would announce the arrest of a 33-year-old by the name of Michael Linnell Terry, as well as a 42-year-old female by the name of Tamara Lynn Bell on June 9th, 2022. Now, I'm not sure of the two's association or relation to Slim 400, or if this was an apparent robbery attempt, as details of this case has not really emerged. But we definitely going to keep our eyes tuned to this case to try to see the exact motive, or as it is very possible, where Slim 400 was just a random victim of a robbery. But y'all definitely get in the comment box. I was new to Slim 400, but I want to know what was his effect on the rap game, and particularly the West Coast. If we got anybody from Compton, y'all get in the comment box, man. Y'all let us know about Spruce Street. Y'all let me know what Compton City G's we need to cover, definitely. Ain't no way we running a channel called Mob Ties and we don't got Compton represented. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, POP_A_LOT. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all flood that bitch. Let me know where we need to go, what stories we missed, what we got wrong. And y'all know what it is with me, man. Nothing but the facts. Shit got Popalot. Mob, gang,